Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he rifles one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the Chiefs' 10-yard line.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now at first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
The ball carrier.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
First and goal, Kansas City.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone. You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out. Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Here's Nelson to throw on 2nd down. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. The gun. They'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Down at the 2-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Jaguars
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, it's Sanders, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Gain on the play brings up third down.
It's Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It's a second down run with Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. First and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Sanders has it over the middle.
Mahomes
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
5 yards on the play, and it's third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And a first down, Chiefs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Elliott. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And now it's 2nd down.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the option, here's Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Smallwood on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Come on.
He'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Second and 5. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete, Okuebuna. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
8-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
7-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
A loss of 9 yards. It's now 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 22. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Good defense holds them to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because The receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, Mahomes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long.